This is Mr. Philadelphia. Welcome back to another video, man. Hope y'all doing good, feeling good this morning. So I wanted to talk to you guys about unplugging from people's opinion. Unplugging from, public opinion in the world. Unplugging from what people have told you in the past about yourself. And just rewiring your entire thought process, rewiring your entire inner voice, your inner talk, the inner talk, that what's being said inside, right? Your inner talk, your inner dialogue, it constantly needs positive reinforcement in order for you to grow in life, in order for you to level up in life, in order for you to be great at what you do. You need that positive reinforcement. And that comes down to your inner dialogue, what you tell yourself. The voice that's not heard, right? This inner dialogue cannot be heard at all. But these are words they're mute inside. And this inner talk that we have, this thought process has been convoluted by other people's opinion. Other people's opinions of yourself and what they have told you in the past. From friends and family, what they have said to you. Very demeaning, negative things to you that has affected how you feel about yourself and how you talk to yourself. It has their words from a negative aspect has effect on how you talk to yourself. Your inner dialogue becomes convoluted from their own words. And words cut deep. Words cut very deep. And people will use certain words to tear you down, to break you down, so that you cannot level yourself up, so that you cannot become who you're supposed to be, right? Because the enemy can use certain people to make sure that you do not level up, that you do not reach your potential in life. It's very important that you know this. Because in my own life, people have been used to tear me down verbally, to convolute my inner dialogue, right? My inner dialogue over the past, my entire life basically has been convoluted with a whole bunch of negative self-talk. And, ever since I started this journey on self-improving, I had to rewrite some things within my inner dialogue. I had to rewire my thought process, because based off what I was told in my past, based off all the negative things that people have told me, have said to me, a whole bunch of negative influence on my life. And there comes a point where you have to rewire your thought process. You have to rewire that self-talk, that negative self-talk into positive self-talk. And, to be honest with you guys, man, it's not easy. It's not easy to rewire your mind. Regardless of what people have told you, it's not easy. It's very difficult to rewire the brain. very difficult to rewire your thought process. Because on a subconscious level, we're always going to recall the things that people have told us that were negative, that were demeaning, that were horrible to hear from their mouth. And like I said earlier, words cut deep, especially negative words, negative language. That cuts deep. And so your subconscious mind filters in those words. And now those words are stuck in your memory banks. And it's hard for you to filter out those negative words with something more positive and uplifting. And that whole process, it takes some time and effort. But when you're by yourself, you're just a loner. It's easy to get in your own head and to start doubting yourself, right? It's easy to do that. But you have to make the conscious effort to speak positivity into your own existence. You have to start proclaiming great things about yourself. Not to be arrogant, not to be boastful, but to, put it out there that you are this. But say it in a very humble way. But say it with confidence. You know what I'm saying? Affirm positive things about yourself. And get rid of that negative language, that negative self-talk that people have told you to be, that have what people said to you in your past. You have to unplug from all of that and start plugging into a more positive, uplifting, inner dialogue that is only in alignment with the life that you want for yourself. That's in alignment with the purpose that God has for your life. And see, when you start operating in your purpose, it's not necessary for you to hear other people's opinions. Okay? It could be positive opinions, and maybe some opinions that you may want to, take in, but never truly accept it into your own inner dialogue. Because if something does not fit, it's not supposed to be there. And some words and some statements just don't fit into your reality, into your existence. It just doesn't work. You have to get in tune to what you tell yourself and practice that positive self-talk. Practice positive affirmation. Practicing positive affirmation is so important to really rewiring your thought process, rewiring the self-talk, and get rid of that negative self-talk. Because so many people in your life, it's like they have taught you how to dislike yourself. As crazy as that sounds, it's true. A lot of people in your life have taught you how to dislike yourself. A lot of people have taught you how to be against yourself. A lot of people have taught you how you should feel about yourself. A lot of people have also taught you how to look and view yourself. They have taught you how you should view yourself and how you should talk to yourself. Because they are the ones that have created this negative self-talk that you have inside. They're the ones responsible for that. But you see, you're also responsible for breaking down that negative self-talk, to flushing that out of your subconscious and rewiring your entire thought process into positive affirmation. You know, it's important to proclaim that today is a good day. Today is a good day. And I had to repeat this to myself over and over again. Today's a good day. 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 And it wound up being a good day. It wound up being a proactive day because I kept affirming that statement over and over again. You know? And you see, what you put out, that the energy you put out is something that comes back to you. You know? Words do cut deep, and words are very powerful. It's not just negative words, it's positive words that are powerful. But you have to start utilizing positive affirmations to grow and to develop your entire existence. And I feel like for a while now, if I'm being honest, this is something that I have kind of fall back on a little bit. I have fell back a little bit on these positive affirmations. And I used to be very consistent, you know, for a while with these positive affirmations. But I have definitely, you know, fell back on them. And it's time for me to start, you know, tuning into these positive affirmations that I have for myself. It's time for me to tune back in with them and for them to start reshaping my entire life. So, you know, I have to give myself that permission to rewire and to let these positive affirmations reshape my entire existence. You see, once you learn how to block out the opinions of other people and what people got to say, you're going to start to only tune in to what your inner dialogue is saying, what your thought process is saying, because you took the time to rewire. You took the time to, you know, flush out all those negative, you know, beliefs about yourself. You took the time to flush all that out of your subconscious mind. So it's very important to unplug from the opinions of other people, the opinions of the other world. You have to start hearing your own voice. You got to get to a point where you start to hear your own voice and nobody else's voice. Because if you keep hearing other people's voice, you're only going to be blocking out your own voice. You understand? You're only going to be blocking out your own voice. And you don't want to do that. You don't want somebody else's voice to be dominating over your own self-talk and what you believe to be true about yourself, right? To build up that positive reinforcement, you cannot block that out with somebody else's voice. You cannot block that out but with somebody else's own opinions. You can't do that. It's very important to unplug from what your family got to say, from what your friends got to say, because let's be honest here, man. A lot of people nowadays are not looking to give you helpful advice anymore. There's not a lot of people that are looking to give you the game, give you that advice, to give you that positive affirmation. There are some people that come through the pipeline to give you that positive affirmation, but for the most part, nowadays people are just very, very negative. And just nothing that comes out of their mouth is proactive. Nothing that comes out of their mouth is positive or uplifting anymore. And you gotta stay away from people when you are rewiring your thought process. You want to stay far away from people that say negative things about themselves. The people that have a negative belief system. Stay away from people that, when it comes to their self-talk and their thought process, it's convoluted. You want to stay away from those people because that energy can only be transferred onto you. And you don't want their energy to be convoluted with your energy that you're focusing on harnessing, that you're focused on building up, right? Your goal is to build up that positive reinforcement within yourself, to rewire your entire thought process. And to do that, man, you have to be alone for a while. To do that, you got to be alone for a while. That it requires alone time. So that being said, hope this video helped you guys in any way. Hit that like button for the algorithm. Subscribe if you are new. And this is Mr. Solo Dolo, and I'm out. Peace.